Red flag is up. We have a start. And the early leaders are the Tufts B entry, their Novice 8, and the WPI third varsity, their A entry in lane 2. So lane 4 and lane 2 with the early lead, but the Tufts third varsity over in lane 1 is hanging right in there. WPI's B entry, their Novice 8, is starting to fall off the pace, as is the entry from Skidmore. WPI's third 8 looks very, very smooth. Settling to 37. Bracketed now by the two Tufts entries. Novice 8 on this side from Tufts at 36.5. Third varsity 8 on the far side also at 36.5. So as we go by the Donahue Rowing Center, the race for first is amongst three crews, the two Tufts crews bracketing the WPI crew. WPI remains about a third to a half length ahead of those two crews, and the two Tufts crews are now even and about half a length of open water ahead of WPI-B and Skidmore. At 500, at about 133, it's WPI by a half length on the two Tufts boats. The two Tufts boats basically even. WPI maintains its race pace at 36. Tufts novices on this side at 35. Tufts 3V on the other side at 36. They remain basically even. And WPI is starting to stretch it out a little bit every stroke. They are now almost a full length up on the two Tufts crews. And the Tufts 3V has edged out by maybe a seat or 2 seats over the Tufts Novice 8. And it's a definite fallback to Skidmore and the WPI B boat that seem to be having a spirited race between themselves, but are well off the pace. WPI now breaking open, has open water on Tufts B. Tufts B has 2 seats on Tufts A as we near the 1,000-meter mark. Great first 1,000 for this WPI 8, now at 36, crossing the 1,000 meters at 3:04. And the two Tufts boats at 3:08, about 4 seconds back and virtually even. And it's well back now to the Skidmore and WPI B boat, who are still in a very good race with one another. Looks as though WPI might have a 2 or 3 seat advantage over Skidmore, but Skidmore certainly isn't going away. Up ahead, WPI now by a half length of open over the two Tufts boats. Tufts 3V in lane 1 now has about a 2 to 3 seat lead on the Tufts novices in lane 4. These two crews have seen a lot of each other in practice and racing against one another in previous weeks. So this is not new territory for these two crews. WPI comfortably out now at 35 and a half. Tufts A at 36 enjoys a 3 to 4 seat lead over Tufts B, stroking 35, 5 lengths back now to the Skidmore WPI contention. The picture speaks for itself here. WPI by almost 2 lengths of open on Tufts A. Tufts A by 3/4 of a length or a little more on Tufts B. Tufts B by 6 lengths of open back to WPI B and Skidmore. With 500 to go, WPI in clear control over Tufts A. Tufts A by 3/4 of a length over Tufts B. Tufts B by a lot over the other two crews. Tufts B coming back on Tufts A. It looks like the race is going to be for second. That margin has decreased to approximately a third of a length as the Tufts novices put on a spirited charge here. And they're putting it to the Tufts A boat over in lane 1. Not sure if the Tufts coxswain over there realizes how quickly this margin is getting chewed up. It's going to be a great race for second place in the last 250 meters. But it's all WPI with 250 meters to go. The margin between that crew and the other two crews is well open water, probably a length and 3/4 total distance. Tufts B has cut back into Tufts A, and they're within 3 seats as we move up now to see the exact distance. Looks like they're very close. Tufts A by 3 seats or so, but Tufts B has made up a lot. WPI by almost 2 lengths of open with about 10 strokes to go for the engineers. Tufts A has realized Tufts B was moving and has pushed back out to almost a length. And those two crews have 6 to 7 lengths on Skidmore and WPI B. So WPI across at about 6:19. Tufts A 6:25. Tufts B 6:27. And a great race here between the engineers and the thoroughbreds for 4th place. Looks like WPI may have the edge, but it's pretty close. And it'll be Tech by about a half length on Skidmore for 4th place. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next Saturday morning with the NewMac Championship and a host of regular season dual racing.